Right, we're live, hopefully. Live at 5, late as ever. Right, hang on. We're about to lose the camera here. This is very precariously perched. Boom. Right, hopefully that's it. Live, turn the light on. Boom. Right, look up here, good to go. Right, welcome back to Robertson Co. Welcome back to London, another live jewellery making session. Tonight we're making some more 1mm halo profile wedding band rings, 1mm halos, 9 carat yellow gold. This is some 9 carat yellow gold wire we make in house. We melted the gold on a live stream actually a few days ago, turned it into wire on a new rolling mill I'm making a video about at the moment. So I need to make quite a few of these. Tonight I'm going to make the size I, M and O. I've got a little sheet here that tells me what size to cut for the ring lengths. Let's turn the YouTube copyright free music on and get going. We're on the coffee, got a lot to do. Friday night. There's no Friday nights here at the moment. Right, so we need for size I, let me give you a little close up of the wire. For size I, 51, what did I say? M and O. M's going to be close to 56 and O 58 mil. So yeah, here is, we used some of this in our last live stream. So I make this, our draw bench will do a little under 1 metre of wire. I think I did 10 grams of 9 carat gold for each of the ingots, and it's about the capacity. It is the capacity. That 10 grams of 9 carat yellow is the capacity in 1 mil. Does the capacity plus a little bit. I end up hand drawing the last few, probably the last inch. I really need a longer draw bench. It's on the list. I should have got the longest one. I think I need to get a vintage one that's really long, but they're hard to find. You cannot have a long enough draw bench. I'm kind of wondering if there's a way to combine two. I'm sure there is. I reckon if I get a longer one, the same make, and add it, I reckon it will work. I might need like an extension piece for the draw tongs. But I reckon I can put two together and do like 2 meters. Right. When I do it, I'll make a video about it. Let's go. What did I say I wanted? I. A little bit over 50 mil. I've got a benchtop draw bench as well, which only does about, probably only about 400 mil, 500 mil, 500 mil maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. It does at least 300 mil, probably not quite 500 mil. Well, we're going for here an M. Let's go with a little bit under 56 mil. And then the O is going to be 58 mil. We're getting to the end of this wire. So it's going to be a weird amount. I might need to make a couple of, it's 100, there's about 140 odd mil here, maybe more. So I might need to rethink what sizes I want to make with this. There's a bit of a scrap bit on the end, it's about 150 mil. I'm just a bit smaller. Why is the smallest I really need? Yeah, what's the biggest I need? W. What's the W? 66 mil. I think I'm just going to end up with some scrap on this. If I do a 66 mil, I need a U as well. What's a U? 65 mil. Still going to leave 30 mil. What am I doing with this? Let's go for the N. No. Whatever happens, I'm going to end up with some really small rings, which I don't really want. So decisions. I'm going to make the W and the U, I think, and then what will I be left with? I think that'll give me the least amount of scrap. Still going to have some scrap, but I'm going to end up with a lot less. And if I make, I mean, we're remelting it, but yeah, let's do a W and a U. So 67, 65 and 67. And yeah, we've got that little off cut which will be melted down with our next batch of 9 carat, but there's actually a little sort of tail on it which is unusable anyway, so I would say we've actually only ended up with about 14 mil of usable metal that I'm going to remake, basically melt and remake, so pretty good use of the metal. I could have planned it better, I'm sure. But then I'd be making duplicates. I've got more wire, by the way. It wasn't the only. I didn't make one length, I made a few. Right, I'll give you a close up of our ring blanks. There we go. I was going to make 3. I, M and N, and we've ended up with, what have we ended up with? An I, an M, a U and a W. After a little bit of deliberation. And some maths. Let's give me that. Right, round these off, line them up, solder them together. I'm not going to use a ring shaped former for this because they're easy enough to bend with your fingers and thumbs. Although this wire does feel a bit hot. I did anneal it. It doesn't feel like I did. I don't know why it's so hard. Maybe my fingers are getting soft. Right, flat half round pliers. Line up the joints. The bigger rings take more lining up than the smaller ones. Right, solder that, flux it and solder it. It's either the W or the U, size W or size U. I did cut some gold, so it's hard to tell whether do I risk. I think a couple of these are gold. I think they are. Pretty confident. The gold solders are thinner diameter. I found a lot of this solder in the bench chin, and I think 2 of them are gold. If they're not, I've got to cut the joint out. I'm confident that that's gold. It's hard to tell from the colours. I'm judging that by the size rather than the colours, because they're 0.38 mil. It's not a lot of colour to 0.38 mil wire. I might need to cut that open. I don't know what has happened to that. The joint sort of, it's not opened up, it's kind of moved. I think. Seems to have pulled back in on. See what that looks like when we clean that one up. That might have to be cut back open. Yeah, I did anneal this. I know I annealed this wire, but the problem with it being quite hard, maybe I didn't anneal it enough, but what happens, it anneals, obviously getting it up to the temperature of the solder, 700 degrees or somewhere between, probably closer to 800 degrees, it anneals. And as it anneals, it relaxes and it can move. So the joint ends up out of whack like that one. That's why you need it annealed before you solder. It's not for the forming of the ring, it's to stop it going out of alignment like that one. You can solder hardened wire, but you have to focus on the joint. If you start, which is kind of difficult to do with silver. It's possible with higher carat gold, just to heat up to localise the heat, but with silver. Sorry, lower carat gold. The higher carat gold is quite hard to do as well, because the purer the metal, the better it transfers the heat. That's why the silver, because it's 92.5%, it's a great conductor of heat. So with the 9 carat, you can localise the heat more successfully within the higher carat golds. Although gold's easier to do than silver, full stop. Localise the heat, that is. It's not easier to work with, it's just easier to localise the heat. Right, last one. Then we've got a size on. Well, we might have to re-solder that first one. Hopefully not. Right, let's pull that first one out. Cool, clean cloth, look at that. Great thing about these Velvet cloths, they're machine washable. So, yeah, they're not impregnated, but they're just, and they're never the same again after you wash them, but they're good enough. They start to become more and more like chamois leather as time goes on. It's not a bad thing, that's what jewelers used to use. Alright, I think it's okay. I just used a massive piece of solder on this and it's pulled it out of line. Well, relatively speaking, massive. Too much solder basically. I could have cut it in half. The main thing is it definitely was gold solder, which I was unsure about, having found it in the bench. But I knock them off, I put one here and I knock them off. So I went through and found all those, you might not be able to make it out, but there's about 100 little bits of solder that when I was cleaning the bench out, all the bits I'd knocked off, I put back on there. Now I'm slowly knocking them off again. What I'm going to use on this. I'm going to make a video about these buff sticks we make ourselves. Because I've never seen anyone else do it. Aluminium oxide buff sticks. Well, I think apart from having too much solder on it in the first place, it's actually panned out okay. Well, it's panned out fine. close up of that. Moving a lot of solder. Boom. There we go. Right. Let's size it. First of all, we'll make it round. Right, let's see what size we've made. That is exactly a size U. Let's hope that one was supposed to be the U. Yeah, it's pretty much, it's a fraction, and I mean a fraction over, but it's not, the issue with them is they're never quite straight. You can see it sort of transverses the line a little bit, so it's kind of wobbly. So what I'll do is I'll actually take it up to about 1.5 years, and then I'm going to compress it back down. It's the compression that I think gives them the best, the sort of best looking size. It's equally accurate when you take it up using this, but that's 1.5 years. Still got to finish the reduction die on that thing so that we can use the reduction die on it. Slightly too small. Back to slightly too big. Felt that go in, that's probably going to be, oh no, that is pretty close actually. It's just under. So a little tweak up. That's actually pretty perfect where it is, I would say. There's our U. See, it's on the line. Is the U done? Obviously needs polishing. Right, next. Hopefully this is the W. These ones won't need so much. I need to apply so much solder, so they won't need so much solder removing. Yeah, I want to get a barrette file actually. I'm going to try and find a vintage barrette file like this, and I want to make a 9 micron buff stick version. It's relatively easy to turn any file into a barrette file by it. Well, it's not relatively easy, it's a hard stick. But it'd be easier to get an actual barrette file and then stick on my 9 micron abrasive. looking good. Right, that is actually bang on a size W. It's a bit wonky, so I'm going to take that upper touch. Just compress it down. I think what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to compress it down, but I think it's going to have to go up again. Yeah. So that's going to be flat and round now, but we've just got to get the right size. I felt that squeeze in. It's a touch under, so. That's it, on. Give you a close up on that. There we go. Boom. Size W. Perfectly leading edge and flat. Leading edge all the way around. Right, what was next? Did we do the eye next or the end? Right, bang on an M. That's like just it's what would be the opposite of leading edge, trailing edge M. So maybe fractionally too big, although on this side really nobody would notice. But again, I'm gonna take it up. Boom. Where the YouTube music gets really weird. It's like an old dial-up tone. think, and then make the... With a tiny tweak up. That's it. Right, it's perfect leading edge size M. For that. Leading edge, size M, all the way round. Right, last one. What was this? An eye. We were aiming for an eye. Oh, that's a little bit under. It's about an H and 3/4. So let's tweak that up to just over. We're talking with these little tweaks I'm making, like some of these there's less than 1 mil in diameter between the sizes, so some of these with, I mean, like when I'm going just, I probably need to move it at 0.0 something of a mil. Yeah, the difference between over the line and on the line might be like 0.1 of a mil, or even like 0.05 of a mil. And if you think there might be less than 1 mil between the I and the J, like when I'm trying to take it from just above the line to below it, that is probably less than 0.1 of a mil in diameter. I'm trying to tweak them. Right, there we go. Right, that is it. That is our 4 rings for tonight's live stream. 4 9 carat yellow gold 1 mil halos. What do we make? An I, an M, a U, and a W, I believe. There we go. Obviously they need pre-polishing, they'll be polished in the machine, then each one will be hand polished and then cleaned. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Probably more 1 mils unless another urgent job comes up. Toodles.